Hey, hey, hey. Hope the Wednesday's going well. How you guys doing? Hope you're super stoked about life. I would love to hear what you're passionate about. Message me over at Clayton J. Jensen. I want to hear what you're passionate about, and let's help you monetize that. Let's help you live a better, healthier life with your family, not away from it. So if you remember yesterday, we talked about don't ask, just help. The best way to start co-branding is not to ask how you can help, but just to lend a helping hand. Remember, other companies want people to share their comments, want people to like their images, want people to ask them questions, want people to highlight them in their own content. Let's do that. Let's lend a helping hand first before we ask for something in return. Thought that'd be a great tie-in into today, which is love always. How loving always, respecting always, doing that first and foremost, regardless of how other people treat us, is not only the right thing to do, it's actually the smartest, most selfish decision that we can make. All right, so how does this work in our personal lives? If we just think about ourselves, which is, as human nature goes, the simplest, most true thing that we do on a day-to-day basis. But when we do that, any situation that we come into, any conversation that we have, any individual we come in contact with, we're constantly thinking, how can I benefit from this situation? How can I benefit from this conversation? Do I like this conversation? And then we're constantly trying to draw back from it if it's something that we don't like to hear. If it's something about us that people are telling us that we're not doing well, it's the natural reaction to draw away from that because we're thinking about how it affects us. I don't like to be told I'm not doing something well. When in all actuality, if all we thought about was other individuals, if all we thought about was to love and respect those around us, starting with our family and then our friends, when they tell us things about themselves, when they tell us things about us, when we come in contact with other people, we no longer are just thinking about how does it affect us and how do we benefit from the situation. We actually think about the other individual first. How can we help them feel better? How can we help them in whatever situation they're dealing with in life? How can we be a good friend? How can we introduce ourselves to a stranger? How can we say hello? Because it's not just about what's good for us and what we want to do and what's most comfortable and safe and easy, because that's, again, just to draw away, to be seclusive, to be independent. Look, I'm not saying that we shouldn't be independent. We need to be able to enjoy the time that we have by ourselves and to love ourselves before we can love others. But after that, we need to stop just thinking about ourselves and being selfish in various situations in the day-to-day life. If we think about the other individuals around us first, we're going to be making them happier. In turn, they're going to want to treat us well because they feel like they almost owe us something, which is just natural human nature. And then by doing so, we'll actually be making their lives better so that every individual that they come in contact with, they will be making happier. It's a multiplier effect, and the world can be a much better place if we spread joy, if we love always, if we respect first, regardless of how the other individuals treat you. Because if we think about just the way the other individuals treat us, we may be thinking about, oh, this person treated me poorly a month ago. Now I'm going to treat them poorly in return, or they don't deserve my respect. They don't deserve my love. We should not allow the way that other people treat us to allow for us to compromise who we are, the way that we treat other people, the person that we are each and every day when we wake up in the morning, we look in the mirror, and when we go to sleep at night. We cannot let the way other people treat us affect our moods and affect the way that we treat them. Let's love always. Let's respect first, regardless of the situation. So that's personal. How does it affect us business-wise? It's the same exact thing. Let's take a look at it from a manager's point of view. If we're continually having meetings and coming down on our employees for the things that they're not doing well, things that we need them to do better at, look, we need to mention these things. We need to be more productive. But if we're continually harping on that, and not staying on the positive, not highlighting multiple good things before we highlight maybe something that we can work on, a positive criticism. If we're negative all the time, we create an environment of negativity. If we walk around as managers with frowns on our face because we don't like to be there, we are essentially telling our employees, we're telling the other managers that we work with that we don't want to be here, we don't want to be doing this work, and we don't want to be doing it around you. Whether we realize it or not, we are tacitly telling individuals around us how we care about them, how we respect them, how we love them by our body language and by the way that we treat them. Instead, as managers, if we walked around giving high fives to people, getting people excited during the meetings, regardless of the type of work that it had to be, Even if it's menial work, even if it's part-time work, we can still get our employees excited for life if we respect and love them first and foremost, regardless of the situation. So we're walking around, we're giving high fives. Every interaction we have with an employee, we're asking them how we're doing. Maybe a way that we can help them feel better. What's going on in your personal life? Let's take time to be interested about our employees, and when we do that, when we show love and respect, they want to work hard for us. But it's even bigger than that. They're no longer working for just a paycheck. They're working for that bigger purpose of love and respect and the mission statement that you base your entire activity around, that you as a company base everything that you do around. They're not just working for you anymore. They're working for that bigger cause, that bigger purpose, that bigger image. Life can be an amazing place when we work together and we love always. And it even goes beyond just being a manager. In your day-to-day activities with your other current and future employees, if you are treating each other well, whether it just be sitting next to a desk mate, take time to ask about them, to love on them regardless of how they treat you, because you never know how that love can rub off. You never know the type of day that they're having and how a kind word, even without a reply, even without a look at you, may brighten their day and may allow for them to brighten someone else's day. So it's not only good for our personal brands, it's good for us in the business world. When we are negative, when we are treating people poorly, when we're not taking the time to love and respect always, we're actually making the stupidest business decision that we can make, because we're least productive. We have employees who don't want to work hard for us, who don't enjoy coming to work every day. We're going to have a high turnover rate of employees. Our customer acquisition rate is probably going to increase dramatically because we don't have consistent employees that our customers can depend on. Plus, we're not showing an environment that people enjoy coming to work each day. Because remember, that's not just for your employees, that's for your customers as well. They can see that. Especially if you're a company like a restaurant where they're actually physically in your space, in your retail store each and every day, seeing your brand, seeing the individuals that build your brand. And that starts with the employees, but it really is the managers who set the mark, who say, this is the environment that we're going to create, an environment based upon positivity, love, and respect. And we're not going to tolerate anything less than that. We're here to treat each other well. Yes, we need to make money. That doesn't stop. But let's do it with an open heart, with love and respect, because it makes each one of our lives better. It makes the business better. It makes the brand better. It makes the products and the services that you're providing better. It makes the relationship and the connection with your customers better. It allows you to engage with your following online, because you now have employees who are so excited about working for you that they can't help talking about you. When they go home, they can't help branding even further just by mentioning you, even though they don't realize it. They are helping to build that positive brand that you so desperately want to be a part of, that we all want to be a part of, the feeling that we're part of something bigger, that we're working towards a bigger cause than just a paycheck each and every day. Love always. It's an amazing thing. As Mitch Albom would say, love always wins. It is such a good thing to love always, and it feels good too. I mean, we know it's the right thing to do. All right, guys, I hope you had a good time watching today's vlog. If you have any questions, if there's anything that you want to tell me that you're passionate about, I would love to hear about it. Maybe we can turn it into a topic here on one of these vlogs. I would love to hear from you guys. I would love to engage with you guys. I want to just make sure that you're passionate about life each and every day, and that you wake up with a smile on your face, because you know that you're making the world a better place. All right, guys, have a great rest of the Wednesday. Have a great evening. I hope you're hanging out with people who love and respect you. I hope you're doing some fun things. Until then, you guys stay chill. You guys stay peaceful.